Hello and good morning, everyone. So it has turned into not much to see. So there you have it. I can see on the sidewalk down there in front of the porch that there's rain hitting it. So it's more rain than snow, and all of the white has washed off the trees, just about all of it. And there's big green patches in the lawn. So much for the snow for today, probably. So I wanted to show you, I got this. Got this actually last summer. It's a special edition Scrub Daddy. It was on Amazon. And so it has supposedly a Christmas tree and a reindeer. And that's a snowflake. Okay, so when you get them out, this is the best one, I think. It kind of, sort of could be a snowflake. It's actually just a blue Scrub Daddy. So I'm going to put that up here and keep it. And I've got some of the Mrs. Meyer's seasonal going on here. And then here we go. This is the reindeer. And I'll hold it down here so you can see it. But when it's up here, I don't think it looks like a reindeer. It looks kind of like a dog. I don't know if I could have done a better job. I was just laughing at the shapes. Oh, and this is the best one here. Let me show you up here first. Okay, that's a Christmas tree. Isn't that an emoji for something else? I don't know. It's funny to me. So I will put the other two away or something, and I'll use this one for Christmas, for my Christmas sink. And today I am going, let's go over here, over here. By the way, my name is Kendra, and if you like what you see, I hope you'll consider giving me a thumbs up and maybe making a comment and subscribing, perhaps, if you like it enough. I like to meet new people. If you're not new here, welcome back. I always enjoy seeing new friends. So today I'm going to make, because the crud is growing around here, it made me think about elderberry syrup for health. Elderberry syrup, I always do that. Elderberry, is it syrup or is it tincture? It's not tincture. Well, anyway, it's for taking by the spoonful when you have colds and flus. So I got the elderberries on Amazon. I got my honey locally, and the recipe says that you can use essential oils or you can use just traditional, spices, and that's what I'm going to do. And so here's something else that I want to say. When you make this, and I'm going to show you how I do it, don't use an aluminum pan or any reactive pan. You shouldn't, because it could react to anything that you put in here. You want stainless steel or glass, like those, there's Corel, I guess, glass pans, and there's other brands of glass. So just be careful with what you use. Don't use aluminum, is what I'm trying to say. Stainless steel, glass, stuff like that. I don't even think I would use a cast iron, because that's also kind of reactive toward acidic things. I don't know, it may not hurt anything. Anyway, after I'm all done and I make it, I'm going to put it in here. And I will show you how I'm going to make this work for a Godly Homes $10 or less Christmas gifts. And this is going to be a Christmas gift for my daughter. She always uses this. In the past, I've bought it from a local herbalist, but it's about $28 for a bottle. And I'm going to make a lot more, I think, for a lot less money. I mean, obviously, she's got to make a profit off of it, but this is going to be how I'm going to do it. Oh, and these are organic. A Godly Home does this open collab, so if you want to get in on this, you can too. You just get in there and you make an idea for any kind of Christmas gift. Homemade in the kitchen, homemade sewn, any kind of thing that's going to cost you $10 or less to make. And so I will get on with it next. Okay, so before we get started, I'll tell you the price breakdown. I opened up the whole bag of elderberries, and these are the organic ones. I showed you the package. I put them in the bowl, and I measured them out. And so I need 3/4 of a cup for this recipe, and that breaks down to $3.33 worth of elderberries from this brand. I'll put all this in the description below. And then I'm going to need $3.54 worth of honey. Depending on the honey you get and depending on the elderberries you get. Now, the honey that I'm looking at, I don't remember what my honey costs because I got it from a local honey beekeeper. And so I looked up on Walmart's app, and it says here that, let me write it, here we go. Walmart honey organic Miller's 12 ounces for $5.37. So if I'm only going to use 8 ounces, it's going to be $3.54. I didn't count the price of my spices because I, just don't even know how to break that down if I don't dump it all out and everything. But here's another thing. I did not use any nutmeg. I think I told you in the beginning to use nutmeg. It's cloves, not nutmeg. You're going to need ground cloves, ground cinnamon, and ground ginger. Or the recipe also says you can use the essential oils, and I think that I'm going to go ahead and just use the ground. And I've already got them measured out here. So I'm going to need 3 cups of water into my pan. And I'll get started on that, and I'll put you up on tripod. There you go, 3/4 of a cup of dried organic elderberries, ginger, cloves, and cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of each. Really simple recipe. And then 3 cups of water. Oops, doggone it. Might have to put a skosh more in because I spilled. Just a splash. I'll put a splash back in here. This large measuring cup is Pyrex, but it dribbles. Okay, I'm going to give this another splash of water and turn it on. Okay, so now I'm using a wooden spoon rather than a metallic one for that same reason about anything reacting chemically, leaching anything into this that's supposed to be so organic and good for you. So I just started it. I haven't even turned on the heat yet. I need to tell you one more thing. I need to just tell you, I am not a licensed care provider. I don't have any background in herbal or other remedies. If you plan to make and use this and you want to know more about it, you need to ask your licensed care provider whether or not this is good for you. Anything you eat or drink can have side effects, even a grape at the grocery store. So you want to make sure you get your licensed care provider's opinions and advice, and not someone like me who's cooking it up in the kitchen. This is for my family's use. Okay, so now it has to just simmer, low simmer, for 40 to 45 minutes, and that's what takes the most time in this whole recipe. And after it simmers, I'll strain it through a very fine mesh, sifter sieve thing, and we'll add the honey after that. The honey goes in last because you can't cook honey down. It'll, get rid of some of the good properties, the antibacterial, antiviral that everybody knows that honey contains and why it's so good for you when you're not well. I think people have been using honey in their remedies since, well, before biblical times even, I don't know. They've always known that it's good stuff. Here you go. This is reduced by about half, which is what you want. And it said just watch it and give it a little stir now and then. And you can tell by the watermark it's down half. So I'm going to go ahead and strain this through the wire mesh. Can you see? It's kind of steamy. Now it says that I can take the back of a spoon and push the last of the liquid out, and so I'm going to do that next. So it said to reduce it by half. I started with 3 cups of water. I went exactly 1.5 cups, so that's half of 3. Not bad. And now in goes the honey. 1 cup of honey, the best you can afford, the best you have, whatever. Just beware of anything. I don't know if Dollar Tree even still sells it, but they used to. I remember being at a meeting once, and we had a beekeeper come and talk to us about his business, and I mentioned the dollar store honey, and he thought he was going to have a fit. He was, no, you don't know where that's coming from, just be very careful. You never know, it could be colored sugar for all you know. Anyway, there's that, and now we just need to stir this gently until it gets nice and melty and mixed together, and then I'm going to jar it up and show you that step. Here we go. I had planned to use this small jar rather than sacrifice an actual canning jar. Well, I didn't realize how much this was going to make. I don't know why I didn't, because it had a cup of honey plus 1.5 cups of the syrup, you know. So anyway, I wrote with a chalk marker on a black sticker. You can't really see it very well, but there's a black sticker on there. It says organic elderberry syrup. And here's I just used some twine from the kitchen, and I've had these for years, and I slowly use them up. And it says, Donna, Patience, and Evan love Grandma. So because she's family, I know she uses this and she'll like it. And because she's family, I'll get my canning jar back. This is one of the tall ones that I use for broth that I like, or bone broth, you know. Anyway, I wanted to say also thank you to A Godly Home for hosting this open collab, homemade Christmas gifts, $10 or less. I think this is my third or fourth, addition to her playlist for this. And I've had lots of fun. And I hope that if you see something you like, you'll consider going over there and doing something for yourself in her open collab. Do you sew? Do you bake? Do you, do anything? That would be $10 or less for a gift. Oh, and this is a plastic rather than use the metal, because I'm not canning it. And it will go in the refrigerator, and you would need to research for yourself, but I believe it goes in the refrigerator for 3 weeks or less. So we'll see. I could be wrong about that. Like I said, look for yourself. If you want to subscribe to me, I would love that. If you'd like to make a comment, I'd love it even more. I love to chat, and I hope you have a really good night. Bye-bye.